From baseball-sized hail to spinny doom-dooms to over a foot of snow, we really dealt with it all across the state of Texas yesterday. That system's on its way out, and in its wake, fall spring's gonna make a quick comeback. When's our next crashy the cold front with a chance for precipitation? And let's talk about it in this Fun Day Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It's the 12th of February, 2024. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baltimore Chief David Reimer. Yet another Monday is upon us. And boy, did it sure feel like a Monday yesterday, at least for us in the weather department, with plenty of weather to deal with. Sleep has not been a common commodity for us this past weekend, but you know what? Mama Nature's going to do that from time to time. And well, as we get into spring, that'll probably become more common. And the black circles around my eyes will become larger and larger until eventually you wonder why I don't have hair at the beautiful age of 32. But that's enough about me. Let's just talk about the weather today. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model for today, tonight, into Tuesday. Storm system's on its way out. A few sprinkles early this morning across the Arklatex with a snow flurry or two mixed in. That's all going to be gone by the time y'all see this video, most likely. As we clear out this afternoon, it will be dry, and that dry weather will continue across the state through Wednesday evening. It looks like you can see most of the state will be under sunny skies this afternoon. We should all get above freezing easily. That includes folks in the panhandle with a snowpack. That snowpack's going to be going bye-bye pretty quickly later today, but we're going to have to keep an eye out tonight for any refreezing of water, slush on roads, etc. out in the panhandle, northwest Texas, west Texas, since temperatures below freezing tonight mean that could turn into ice, and we don't need anybody slipping on ice and going slicky doom. Some fog tonight possible across central Texas, the Brazos Valley into southeast Texas. That would burn off by about 10 a.m. Tuesday, and you could see increasing upper level clouds across the Rio Grande Valley, Rio Grande Plains, deep south Texas, the coastal bend, as we get into Tuesday afternoon. Now, our next rainmaker is going to be one for the southeastern half of the state. That's going to begin on Thursday and continue into Friday until a cold front arrives and pushes all that moisture away. But as it looks now, the potential for some heavy rainfall across the Rio Grande Plains into deep south Texas, east through the coastal bend. The potential for 1 to 2 inches of rain currently expected. This will change since we're still talking 3, 4, 5 days out. But at this point, the 1/2 inch delineation line extends roughly from between Eagle Pass and Laredo through San Antonio, Bryan College Station, east to Jasper, and point southeast. So a wet Thursday and Friday along the Texas Gulf Coast, southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, the Victoria Crossroads, the coastal plains, down into South Texas, and the Rio Grande Valley. Lighter precipitation amounts for isolated, less numerous, there we go, showers and maybe some storms across central Texas, the Hill Country, the Arklatex, into North Texas and Texoma. And again, this is just the global forecast system showing that. Here, we're going to do the fancy button that lets me just restart this, is because, well, I get to press that button from time to time. You can see, actually, that's not even the right graphic. Why did this not update? You know, I update these graphics every time we do this video, and yet they still hate me. There we go. No, maybe not. Okay, well, guess what? Apparently, I'm just going to be getting angry. There we go. There's the graphic. Black lines, those are going to be your ISO bars. Areas of pressure. We'll talk about that in just a minute. You can see rain increases deep south Texas on Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon spreads northeast along the Texas Gulf Coast. Thursday night and Friday, generally speaking, the best rain chances across south central Texas, the Victoria Crossroads, the coastal plains, southeast Texas, the Texas Gulf Coast, down to deep south Texas. Notice how those black lines become closer together and are moving from north to south Friday into Saturday morning. That is our next crashy the cold front. That's going to bring cooler temperatures back to the state of Texas. The potential for a freeze across the northern half of Texas Saturday morning and Sunday morning. That'll knock high temperatures back down into the 40s across the northern half of Texas Saturday afternoon, with comparatively warmer temperatures across the southern half of Texas. But again, while this isn't going to be an Arctic outbreak, it will bring cooler weather back. It'll bring February weather back, but it'll also push this area of precipitation back out into the Gulf of Mexico as we see a much drier air mass advect south into the state of Texas. So that is the expectation for our next weather maker Thursday and Friday. For today, high temperatures 40s, 50s northern half of Texas, 50s, 60s to right around 70 across the southern half of Texas. Tomorrow we warm right back up, back into the 60s and 70s southern two-thirds of Texas panhandle, upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Needless to say, the 14 inches of snow that Plainview received yesterday is going to be going bye-bye real quick. That's the winter so far, by the way. Plainview with 14 inches of snow reported. That's on I-27 north of Lubbock. Wednesday's high temperatures across the state, 60s and 70s. It's like fall spring never left, minus, the winter storm. Thursday, couple degrees warmer, more 70s than 60s across the state. Friday, you can see that next cold front starting to arrive in the panhandle with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Rest of the state, it's still going to be in the 60s and 70s with, again, a decent chance of rain across the southeastern third to southeastern half of Texas on Thursday and Friday. At this point, we're too far out to determine any sort of severe weather issues, but I'm not too worried about it at this time range. That's going to be it for your Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Thank you to all those who watched our storm chasing coverage yesterday. We had meteorologist Jason Cooley out and about, along with storm chaser Adam Lucio, Saturday night into Sunday, first on storms, then on snow, and then we conducted a few hours of tornado coverage yesterday. We had very impressive analytics. A lot of folks watched, and we definitely appreciate y'all joining in on that journey, and welcome to all of those who have just found this channel from yesterday's mischievous weather. We thank you for joining us. Hit that subscribe button and join us as we continue on our journey. As always, you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radars, and notifications when we have live videos and more sent directly to your device in the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for our app in your device's app store, and eventually I'll just add a fancy little QR code on the screen. But I'm too lazy this morning. So, that's it for your Monday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Next one will be out bright and early Tuesday morning. Have a good one. God bless.